Hello, Year 1, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's history lesson. We are going to be continuing our topic of inventors and inventions. And today's objective is how do brilliant historians identify past inventions? Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up. We're going to recap what we've done so far. And then we're going to do an activity where we try and identify current inventions and compare them to what they used to look like. So that's going to be called Then and Now. And then we're going to draw these findings. So you will need a pencil, a notebook or paper, and you will need your history brain. So a little bit of a recap. Yesterday, we explored some of the inventions that are around our homes and labelled these in our books. Lots of the things that we use today have been invented in the past. What did you find around your home? Maybe you found a telephone. Maybe you found an iron or a toilet. So what would these items have looked like when they were first invented? How can we spot them? Let's have a look. So when household items were first invented, they would have looked very different to the modern items today. Remember when we looked at the telephone on Monday and we saw that it had a big tube and it was held up to the face of Alexander Graham Bell. And that telephone looks completely different nowadays. So here's another example. The first electric iron was invented by a man named Henry W. Steely in 1882. Irons have changed a lot since then, and even now people are inventing new versions which we use today. So here's Henry here, and this is what one of the first irons looked like. So this here would have been heated up, not using electric. It might have been heated up over hot coals. And this is what the iron looks like now. So when we say people are inventing new versions, you might have an iron at home that has a big long cord that you plug in. But some irons now are cordless, so they don't have a cord. So you can just charge them without having to plug them in. So that's an example of how an invention has developed in time. So this was made in 1882, and even now in 2021, we're adapting Henry Steely's invention. So let's do a bit of an activity. Can you work out what these inventions are? Now, we've looked at one, so you should be able to spot one instantly. There's 3 more here. This one should be quite straightforward. What are these? Have a look at some of the features. So have a look here. There's a big bowl here. What might that have been used for? Here, there's a big tube or mouthpiece. That's a good clue. Have a little think. So let's see if you could work out what these items are. So this is what they used to look like when they were first invented, and this is what they look like now. So the first one, well done if you got that right. That is a television from 1948. Can you see how small the screen was there? Can you see that? This bit here is the screen. And we have these great big screens now. If you think of a cinema screen, how big that is compared to that tiny screen there. And you might have a big telly like this in your living room. That's a big screen as well. Look how much they've changed. They've got thinner. They've not got these big dials anymore. We've got remotes for them. Okay, and what was this invention? Now you might already have worked that out because we've been looking at this one quite a bit this week. All right, this is a telephone. So this is what one of the first telephones used to look like. So this bit here, people used to pick this part up and put that to their ear. So that was the earpiece. And then they used to speak into this bit. So this one here, this picture, that's developed a bit since Alexander Graham Bell's invention. This is what it looks like today. So you might have one like this at home. You tend to see telephones like this more in offices. There's one like this in the school office. And that's how different they look. So there's still that bit that people hold up to their ear, the earpiece, but it's also got the mouthpiece on it. Okay, and this next one, I'm sure you all guessed that. That is, of course, an iron. And this is what it looked like before and what it looks like now. And then this one down here, did that catch any of you out? What did you think this big bowl was here? Or have a look at this here, that's a handle. Maybe that's a bit of a clue. That's right, it was a toilet. So this is what one of the first toilets looked like, but one of the first flushable toilets. So one that you could use this handle device to flush the toilet with. Okay, so well done. I would like you to do a task now. And your task is to create a then and now poster, which showed what some of these inventions looked like in the past and what they look like now. So you can use some of the pictures on the slides before to help. So you can just rewind the video. And you can conduct some of your own research at home as well if you want to add your own items. So maybe you want to include some of the items you found around your homes yesterday and draw a picture of what they would have looked like and what they will look like now. So you have two columns on your page, one saying then and one saying now. So I would like you to draw pictures for what it looked like then. And you can add a label, so telephone, TV, and then in your now column, I would like you to draw what it now looks like. Telephone, TV. So if you're choosing to do the green task, I would like you to create a then and now poster, which shows what inventions look like in the past and what they look like now. You can draw or cut and stick your pictures. So maybe you would prefer, if you've got access to a printer at home, maybe you'd want to print out some of the pictures. So split the page into a then and now column and stick or draw those pictures in. If you're doing the yellow task, I would like you to create a then and now poster, which shows what inventions look like in the past and what they look like now. So again, you can draw or cut and stick these pictures. Split the page into a then and now column, and then add labels to your drawings, so an iron or a telephone. If you're doing the red task, I would like you to create a then and now poster, so showing what inventions look like in the past and what they look like now. So split the page into a then and now column, and you can draw or cut and stick your items in. Then I'd like you to add labels to your drawings, so an iron or a telephone. And then I'd like you to describe this item and what it is used for. So you could say a telephone, and you can say it is used to call people all over the world. Or an iron, it is used to iron clothes to remove creases. Okay, so good luck with that task, and don't forget to take a picture of your work to send to your teacher. You can send it on Tapestry, class email, or Facebook, and we really look forward to seeing your history work for Wednesday.